Cricket presents the Warmup. Thanks for joining us again. I'm your host, Neil Beasley. We are rocking and rolling in the Texas high school football season, so once again, it's time to get you warmed up for another week. As we enter the halfway mark of the high school football season, there's quite a few big matchups in Week 5. Let's get things started by taking a look at some of those in the Louisiana Hot Sauce Hot Zone. Everybody loves a rivalry game, and there's no bigger one than what's going on this Friday night at Wilkerson-Sanders Stadium as Rockwall takes on neighbor Rockwall Heath. The atmosphere will be electric as Rockwall ISD fans will be hoping for a repeat of 2021 where the Jackets won in 2 overtimes, 79-71. Defense is usually optional in this game as both teams love to put on offensive fireworks. Add to that, former Rockwall head coach Rodney Webb, whose social media handle used to be Jacket for Life, now patrols the sidelines at Rockwall Heath. He'll make this one more exciting and more intriguing for sure. Both teams 3-1 on the season. They begin their 10-6A schedule in this contest. Rockwall runs a 2-quarterback offense as Landyn Locke and Mason Marshall throwing for a combined 10 touchdowns. Wide receiver Matthew Young has caught 7 of those TDs already. For Heath, it's unlikely they can go score for score with Rockwall, so they'll need that defense to make some big stops. In 9-6A, Xochitl takes on Wiley East. The Raiders haven't seen a number show up in the loss column, and that might be because of their defense. Wiley East has given up less than 10 points a game in their first 3 wins. Offensively, the Raiders like to methodically run the ball until a big play pops open in the passing game. Receivers Kason Atkins and Marion Porter average over 15 yards per catch. Xochitl took 2 losses in non-district play, but once 9-6A play started, the Mustangs have looked unstoppable. They've held their foes to just 7 points in each of their last 2 wins. Brendan George has already thrown for over 1,000 yards. If he can keep the turnovers down, this one should be a tight battle.
The Hot Zone is presented by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. With just the right amount of heat and flavor, Louisiana hot sauce has been a game changer for more than 95 years.
Switch to Cricket and get 4 lines for only $25 each per month. Plus, fast nationwide 5G for all. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
We caught up with Mansfield Legacy Safety Landyn Cleveland on the recruiting trail, presented by Xochitl, Chips and Salsa.
My name is Landyn Cleveland. I play safety, and I go to Mansfield Legacy High School. Really, me and Coach Nardo connected like off rip. Like he told me I was the first dude he offered when he got there, so like that meant a lot to me. And then like the coaches, like how they connected with my family. So like once everybody fell in love with it, I knew like that's where I needed to be. And then like once everybody fell in love, it was that. Like, that's where I knew my next home was gonna be. I'm gonna come down and make tackles. Like I'm gonna be wherever the ball is, like in the air or running. Like I'm there. Like that sets me out. And then like, I feel like I'm smarter than a lot of people. When it comes to football, like you gotta have a high IQ. And for me, like I feel like I'm not the fastest, but I gotta be smarter than you so I can see what's gonna happen before you. I think like I grew up with everybody on my team pretty much, or most of the guys on the team. Like I've known them since we was like elementary school. So like I know everybody. We all had like a type of connection, like a brotherhood type thing. So it's gonna be sad leaving everybody in January when I go. So I'm not gonna be able to graduate with them. I'm gonna come back and walk the stage, but like I'm not gonna be there. So that's really gonna be the biggest thing. And then like my 2 friends I hang out with like everyday type, I'm gonna miss them for sure because like they like my brothers for sure. So I'm gonna miss everybody, but it's gonna be cool. Really just somebody like who like was determined like me, like I just wanted I wanted it. Like every day I was working for it. Like even like seen it or not, I was working for it. I just wanted to be remembered as like somebody who was determined to go get what they wanted. Like a leader, somebody who stood like was always with his team when it came down to it, fought with everybody over the team. Like to remember as a leader and somebody who was determined for everything he wanted.
We can't get our cameras to all the big games, so here's some other ones to keep an eye out for in the Hype, presented by Dallas County Connect. North Crowley is on a quest for back-to-back undefeated regular seasons. The Trinity Trojans are hoping to be an obstacle to that dream. Trinity going toe-to-toe with opponents because of their high-powered running game. Josh Bell has 747 yards on the ground through 4 games, including a 350-yard game against Flower Mound Marcus. The key for this one is, can the Trojans stop North Crowley? So far, Trinity has given up 5 touchdowns a game this season, and those kind of numbers won't help against the Panthers. North Crowley is cruising along as they've scored over 60 points in 3 of their 4 wins. Chris Jimerson has thrown for just under 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. Those are championship-type statistics. Cornelius Warren has been a playmaker on offense, and the Panther defense is flying around all over the field. North Crowley could show the rest of the district that they are not to be fooled with if they can get a statement win over Trinity. DeSoto takes on Waxahachie on the road Friday night. The Indians won a huge road game last week in Cedar Hill. It was a game they had to have if they hoped to make a playoff push, and their defense came up huge with a 92-yard pick six that changed the momentum of that game. Now the question is, can they harness that energy to come up with a monumental upset of DeSoto? Eagles were excited with the Waxahachie win last week because that means the likelihood of DeSoto going Division II and not having to face Duncanville in the postseason is that much more probable. So to thank the Indians, DeSoto is looking to punish the Indians secondary with a high-powered passing game led by senior DJ Bailey.
You shouldn't have to come to the internet. The internet should come to you. Let Dallas County help connect your home with free or low-cost high-speed broadband today. Visit DallasCountyConnects.org.
Here's a deal that's not too good to be true. Switch to Cricket Wireless and get a new Samsung A14 5G for the low price of free. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Let's take a look back at who won our defensive title belt. Plus, we'll see who might come home with one this week in the Buzz. Last week, Southlake Carroll took home the title belt with a suffocating defensive display that left Timber Creek with a goose egg in the scoreboard. Many speak of that Dragon offense, but last Thursday, it was the Carroll defense that introduced themselves to the Metroplex in a big way with a 44-0 win. This week, keep an eye on the Melissa defense. They face Terrell at home and their talented running back, Chase Bingham. If the Cardinals can bottle him up, Melissa would be in good shape to earn a title belt of their own. That's going to do it for today's show. Hey, thanks for joining us. We hope you are warmed up for another round of Texas high school football.